What's good, everybody? It's The Wave, and we back with another reaction video. Like always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and checking these out. Make sure to continue to like and subscribe. Make sure to comment. I would love to start some threads. Today, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with my boy Carmelo Anthony. As you can see, I got my 85 South gear on, so more than likely we're doing something with my family. Carlos Miller is actually a guest, which is super dope. He been making a real dope press run on a lot of different platforms, so we're gonna make sure to try to do a couple reactions to him. So today I'm interested in the conversation. I know Carlos son ball at the AAU. He be balling for sure too, so hopefully they get into that and just a bunch more. And yeah, so let's get into it. Like I said, make sure to like and subscribe, and for sure, let's get into it.
Every great pact was named after a great NBA player.
No, yeah, man.
Michael Vick. I think that was the one that jumped it off.
Hey, so what's funny is I'm from DC, right? So I'm not sure if we the only ones that be saying, like KD or Vic, because when I go to other places, sometimes I got to put them on. So
Gary Payton was crazy run.
Yeah. Sean Kemp.
Iverson.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Iverson was straight too.
Stay Melo Pack.
Stay Melo Pack.
No, my boy Melo good in there.
Yo, peace. Welcome back to 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. I'm Carmelo Anthony, my co-host.
You know what it is? My name is Kazim Famiwide. You could call me Kaz. And of course, as always, this is a Wave original presented by FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. On this episode of 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, man, this is a guest that I've wanted on this show for a very, very long time. He's a man of many, many talents. He's a podcast legend, in my opinion, a comedian, actor, rapper, co-host, and co-founder of one of my favorite shows, the Club 85 South, and one of the most successful comedy shows touring in existence. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Hook, one of the funniest dudes on earth, Carlos Miller. What's going on, Carlos?
What an intro.
James, it's Club 85 South.
I knew you were about to say
I went to the whole
That's why I
thing,
didn't say
man.
that.
You know what it is, 85 South show, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's 85 South.
I was trying to shout out the
But
whole
we
network.
do need a Club 85 South. That'd be hard.
Is that the evolution? You got to turn into an actual club eventually.
I don't know. You better stay away from that.
You stay away from that.
Yeah, stay away from that. They closing clubs down around this motherfucker as we speak.
Stay with 85, boy.
Yeah, we just stay on 85 South like we've been doing.
Y'all
right?
safe. Y'all safe for that. But listen. While we have Carlos on the show, man, we're going to chop it up about a bunch of things like being an OG in the comedy space, athletes in the cannabis world, and we're going to have Carlos create the perfect comedian.
And on top of all that, we'll end things with America's #1 segment, Fuck With It or Fuck Out of Here. But first, we got to kick things off.
I fuck with that.
Connect, man. Carlos, you and Melo have crossed paths many times. And, if so, when we usually like to start the show, we like to talk about when's the first time y'all two really got together. So where was it the first time you
got together?
Not got together, but like,
See what type of shit he on, man? He kicked the show off with the corner left, man.
Talking about
Corner left, man.
Melo is a street legend, man. Before even all the basketball shit, ain't no telling, bro. You know how this nigga is.
Of course.
He just be places, man. By himself. Places he ain't fucking supposed to be. I done met this nigga 48 times. I done seen the nigga getting wings. I be riding to Miami. What is that Melo?
What the hell you doing up here?
He's just always outside.
I was going to say Melo be outside.
And he one of them guys who he'll pop up at the
gonna
comedy
get
show. You don't know he in there. He might be in the back.
Yeah.
He's trying to hide, but he's the tallest nigga in the club that night. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a couple of them. It's been a couple in passing. Oh shit, where you? It's my dog though, man. Fuck with him.
Hell yeah, I love that, man.
It's over the years. You know what I'm saying? Like I met the nigga broke and when I got some bread. I had to re-meet him. He's like, nigga,
That's all right.
that's you. This is the reintroduction.
Do you remember the first time you see Carlos? Either
Just around, just like
around
you said,
chilling?
man. We done bumped into each other, just passing too.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's when you have a level of respect of, people that's doing something and niggas is funny as shit. And like, that's what we do. We listen to that as athletes, we listen to that. We watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that get us going. That keep our day going. And sometimes want to get away from basketball, So everybody always passing around jokes and videos, but seeing, actually seeing him in particular,
Yeah.
having the
I
opportunity.
always say like comedians and like athletes and like rappers and like musicians and stuff definitely all go like hand in hand for sure.
When you
Like
see
within
him
like the culture
over the years
for
as
sure.
well, from my position, and being able to be here in 7 p.m.
That's
It
hard,
is
bro.
definitely full circle for
You're a
sure.
legend. My nephew named after you.
Blessings.
Yeah, we got a Carmelo in the family.
That's real.
He
man.
don't hoop. But we got one. Nah, my sister love you, bro. For real,
Love,
for real.
respect, man.
Absolutely.
Salute to sis.
Yeah.
Definitely. But listen, the 85 South Show has made an impact, man, in both the podcast and comedy space. You guys, DC, Chico Bean, like y'all been at it for about 10 years. You know what I mean? #1 Netflix specials, NAACP awards.
Absolutely.
Like, tell us your perspective on the impact of this show and like how 85 South Show actually came together.
I always say this, like the 85 South Show, I needed a platform because as a comedian, as an entertainer, it's like, it's so, like the avenues be so limited. You know what I'm saying? That, like, you see how they do with the comedian. They be like, they take them one at a time. Like, they feel like we can't all be on at the same time. So for me, I wanted to create a platform where I could do all the shit that they, like, I could create my own opportunities that I felt like I wasn't getting. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So when we put the show together, it was, first it started off, it was me and DC, and I was like, man, just trust me. If we do something, if we do anything, they gonna fuck with it because it ain't nothing else. It like we're gonna win by default.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely gotta go back and watch the grind though, like the guys, man. Like where we are now, bro, like versus where like it started, it's crazy.
Right.
Because then nobody else have shit. And then we went back to Wild 'N Out.
Definitely salute to those guys on that.
And I was
hustle.
telling them I was telling him and Chico, like, bro, we got to do something. Like, if we bullshit, we need to do something. But then it was like, shit, what? And that's right around the time where, like, in the beginning of the podcast kind of era started. So once we got in early and we started building it from in the studio
Staying
to a
consistent.
small little bar, okay, to a comedy club, all right, then to a theater, all right, then to an arena. Like then that shit was like, okay, now they see the vision.
That's a
You
fact.
get what I'm saying? But it's like trying to convince them in the beginning. That's why we always used to say like, man, who the podcast for? Because they didn't even know what a podcast was. So I'm like, man, it's the podcast. It's the radio show with no music. That ain't on the radio. Like shit like that. Just
Radio
to
show
kind
with
of
no
build the
music.
audience to be like, oh, this what y'all gonna be doing. Y'all gonna just be talking shit.
Yeah.
The radio show with no music.
It's not like
for sure,
comedians
though.
trying to do comedy.
It's like a
These
great way
are
to
the
explain it.
conversations in real life shit that we would have been talking about anyway. It's just so happened that we tapped into an audience that don't mind listening to us go through regular everyday shit without pitching jokes all day.
I mean, it feels like, you guys got into the space super early when, a lot of comedians were jumping into podcasting. And I don't know if it was because of, being on Wild 'N Out, but you guys took off pretty quickly. And it kind of felt like a lot of comedians in the podcast space, there's like that bridge between doing a show and doing a stand-up and still wanting to be connected to you guys, right? Just as far as like content is concerned. Did you feel like by doing the podcast that you kind of got your comedy chops a little bit more up? Is it kind of like sparring when you're going into the pod or what is it like?
Yeah, because it's like, it's just a free range of conversation, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of just like if you was hooping, right? You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
with your partners and y'all just acting a fool, just throwing alleys and man, watch me hit this bitch off the scoreboard. It's that type of shit.
Like the version of like street ball.
It'd be more like an all-star game.
Yeah.
So you do get to tap into different shit and have different conversations that you wouldn't necessarily just have if you were just by yourself somewhat creating the shit.
Yeah.
So it is like that. It's definitely like going to the gym.
Nice. I mean, we've had some of the funniest people on earth come on this show. Al Sadiq.
What the fuck took me so long to get here then? Who else was
He
here?
was down
Oh, we was
south,
trying-
man.
we
He
was-
was on 85 South, man.
He was at Club 85 South.
Bro, I'm
Apparently.
coming back twice. Ain't nobody been back twice.
That's a fact. You come on back, man.
Exactly.
You're welcome. Once you
You're
sit on
always
the couch,
welcome.
you always welcome to come back.
I'm getting jealous of this couch. We really gonna have to upgrade our couch when I get back to the 85 South. Because I thought we was doing it because our shit fluffy, but this is real leather. Man.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
nice shit right here.
shit is nice. I feel like I'm in therapy right now.
You are a little bit, just a smidge.
So who been up here?
I mean, we just had
Ali.
JB
Who
Smooth
been
last
up here?
week.
JB Smooth.
Ali was here.
Ali.
Lil Rel was here.
Lil Real.
Lou Young was here.
Oh, okay. So I ain't make the first round either. Huh? That's how it is.
You was putting your shit together
Come
over
on,
there,
man.
you know, man. You was strategizing.
Somebody better pick me up,
Well,
man.
your podcast body's a lot of our shit, so I mean, you know.
Nah,
busy as
them my
hell.
homies. Everybody you name, bro.
Busy
Them
as
my
hell,
people.
man. But nah, Al Sadiq was
Shout
on
out to Lou too. You know, he with Broken Play.
the show before, and he told a story about his running with Patrick Ewing.
Oh,
Down in
word.
Houston, yeah. It's, I guess Ewing refused to take a picture with him, and you know, it's anybody who's ran into Patrick Ewing knows the type of dude he is, and that whole story was really funny. Do you have any hilarious run-ins with any NBA players that are similar to that?
Well, you know, I did the Alonzo Mourning comedy. What is it? The comedy groove he did in
Okay.
he used to do
So
in
Summer
Miami.
Groove.
Summer Groove.
So Summer
Yeah,
Groove,
yeah, yeah.
right. Okay.
It was a this is my favorite NBA moment. John Starks just wandering around, drunk as fuck, telling anybody who will listen about when he dunked on Jordan.
I mean, I would too if I ever caught MJ like that. I get it. That's his polk high story. You know what I mean? Al Bundy style.
Yeah. Well, let me
That's
see.
hilarious.
Like, I remember the first time I ever seen Mutombo. I don't think average people know how big Mutombo
Right.
really is. This motherfucker was huge. Like, I seen this nigga taking pictures with people. It was just they just came up to his waist. So I saw that shit. That was kind of creepy.
Is that Mutombo's story
I'm sure that'd be crazy though.
about going to the club real?
What?
So apparently, there's a story about Dikembe Mutombo, God rest his soul, that he was walking to the club, and he would just stand in the middle of the club, and in front of everybody say, "Who wants to sex Mutombo?" Like everybody.
Where the hell did you hear this
I
story?
swear to God, I've heard this story from many
Random ass facts, dog. R.I.P. Mutombo, man.
comedians. Which is, I mean, you know, if you're looking for consent and proof that you was asking for consent, I think it's the smartest thing to do. But apparently that was a story with a lot of people, that he would go into the club and he would just stand in there being himself, say who wants to have sex with him. There would always be one lady that'd be like, "That's me."
At least no.
Take off with him. You never experienced that with Mutombo, seeing Mutombo in the club?
No, what the fuck? What?
Yo, he on the road. He on the road today. He on the road
He
today.
slick, man. He'll fuck around and have
You
you,
know what
in
I
a
mean? He on the
situation.
he on the road
You
today.
didn't ever do no shit like that, did you? Like, no.
He on the road today. Don't need trick. He got two flags.
That was two flagrant fouls right there. I called,
Man, what the fuck in your cup, man?
Hey, man. Oh, man. Switching gears a little bit.
Another one of my
Okay.
favorite NBA legends, man. Shout out to Mad Max.
Oh, Vernon Maxwell. Funny as hell, man.
The thing
Hilarious dude.
is, I think he is dead serious, though.
That's a fact.
It's funny, but he is not bullshit
Nah.
at all. That's my dog, though, man.
Yeah.
He
Shout out
came
to
on
him.
the show and talked some good shit.
Shout out to him. I think he's doing all the smoke now, so full time. So shout out to
Yeah.
those guys over there, as always.
Shout out to Shump, too. Shump, a real one.
Yeah. Shump was here. That was one of my favorite episodes of the year so far, too.
Yeah, he's a great storyteller.
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, one of
He's
the
a
best.
very, very strange nigga, too. That's my dog, bro. You know that this nigga is he come up with some crazy shit, bro. Shump will sit there and he'll just call me out the blue. And I'll be like, "What's up, bro?" He be like, "Man, I got this Blazer, right? I want to make it a convertible." I'm like, "Who the fuck wants a convertible Blazer?"
Why are you telling me?
Because I fuck with the cars.
Oh, okay.
Man, Shump done took his Blazer to my dog and they done chopped the whole top off, man. I don't even know if I'm
That job might be hard though.
supposed to be telling you this because I think it was a surprise. Nigga, he was like, "I'm gonna fuck him up with this." I'm like, "Shump, don't do this. Nobody
Blazer.
needs a fucking convertible Blazer." And it's like, I don't even know how to describe it, bro. It's like that last version of the Blazer that they made. Like
Okay.
like the last one, like the round one.
Okay.
Bro, this nigga done cut the whole back off that bitch. I don't even know what the rest of the goal is, but we got the first part out the way. So shout out to my dog, Shump, man.
He a unique
That's
individual, man. He's very unique.
Like I
He's
said,
a
that might
very
be hard.
unique dude, bro.
That's the best way to describe him. But switching gears a little bit, man, to fatherhood, right? I'm sitting here with two proud AAU dads, Melo, of course. First off, I got to ask you,
You got no
man.
kids?
I got kids. They just young. They both.
Well, it's 3 dads then. How you gonna
I said
take
AAU
yourself out?
dads. I said AAU dads. They ain't playing no AAU yet. They still.
Oh, okay.
They still in preschool. All right. But Melo, I got to ask you, man. We haven't spoken since Kiyan won the MVP of the Jordan Brand Classic. The same game.
That was here in D.C. too, right on the south side of the street from my crib.
Played in 23
Crazy.
years ago. Sort of in your
hard.
backyard as well.
Thank you.
Got to get your thoughts on that, man. I know that had to be satisfying, especially coming off of what happened with McDonald's and everything. So
Hell yeah. it was definitely satisfying. It was, I think, more so for him. Like I wanted it for him more so than anything else. Like me, you know what I mean? Like I done all of that already and been through the shit that he's just about to start going through.
Yeah.
Hurdles and adversity and all of that shit. So for him to do that, showed me something else with him. That it's like, it's whatever. Like nothing gonna slow you down.
I'm ask some podcast questions.
I'm locked in.
yeah.
You hear what I'm saying? I kept saying, yo, what we doing? Dad, I'm locked in. I said, this is it. This is the end. This is your last high school game. In high school. Go give it, you know what I mean? Go do what you do. And
I real talk, like that All-American game.
I also explained to him the significance of the moment,
Yeah.
right? I'm preparing you for this moment. This is what's going on. I was here 23 years ago. We created the game. It was my game. We created that game. Right? 23 years later, you here. Right? Same situation, same concept. Now you have an opportunity to be right there when it comes to what I accomplished in that moment and what you accomplished in that moment. So now we can share this moment that a lot of people can't share. Right? That's one perspective on it. The other perspective is, listen, we going to college now. There's no more high school basketball. So now it's time to up it up a level, right? Let's go show everybody what happened during the season. That was one body of work. Now you put the work in and show everybody I'm putting the work in to get ready for the next level. But also I want them to have fun, enjoy that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we here, the Jordan Brand is here. It was my game back then. You made it your game.
Yeah.
Like ain't nobody give you that. Like you
I was gonna say it's definitely crazy too. Like everything is like repetitive.
made it your game. You get what I'm
Between
saying?
him
So
and Kiyan.
from that aspect of it, I love what I seen from it. I appreciate him taking that on and saying, fuck it, I'm here. I understand the assignment. I understand why we here. I'm gonna go do this.
And I'll keep it tall, man. I was at the McDonald's game, and it didn't have the buzz that it usually have, especially without Kiyan there. You know what I mean? Like, it was good game. Obviously, great
Yeah.
players was in there, but, like, there wasn't that extra oomph about it. And that was a talking point with everybody. So I think there was a lot more anticipation for this Jordan game, especially
Yeah.
to see what he was going to do, and to not just go out and play, but get the MVP. I thought that was really dope. And I thought it was dope that, like, I think, you know, shout out my guy, Lee
For sure, fire.
Shooter. He was supposed to take a picture. He wanted to take a picture, and he was like,
Yeah,
nah,
I
go ahead. That
understand.
ain't,
Nah, that
that ain't
ain't
my joint. Yeah.
Nah, that ain't. That's yours. This is
Yeah.
your moment. Like, I'm over here working.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm over here trying to put the game together. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm working from a whole nother perspective on this game. Like, you did what you did. You put the work in. You get honored. You know what I'm saying? I'll put the jacket on you and back up. I don't mind taking a step back. You get what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. That's why he see me at the chicken spots and all that. You know what I mean? That's why he see me in the spot, because I'm cool with just
Damn.
Play in the back,
blending
very
in.
low key.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm cool
I
with
saw
that.
this one interview. You said that they pulled you to the side, so you was hanging out too much
Where and
in the hood.
oh yeah. I mean, but that's all I knew. That's all I knew at that point in time.
Yeah.
You know, we talking early, what, 01,
But
2,
now looking
3?
back, do you ever be like, I probably shouldn't have been over there though?
Like if Kyle was hanging at the places he was hanging at, would you?
I came from that.
Yeah.
So that wasn't nothing for me. I'm just going back. Like I'm on my block. I'm here. I'm going around here. Like every hood is the same. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't saying I could go do it
Same hood, different politics.
if I want,
For
but
sure.
I'm here. I'm a safety net.
Yeah.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm walking around. I ain't bringing you no harm. You ain't even got to think about bringing me no harm.
Of course.
Right? So I feel comfortable in being able to walk around and being able to go in the stores dolo and go sit down and eat by myself and go to a bar by myself and go back home and go to a corner store by I
You
feel
need that.
very comfortable and it keeps me grounded when I can do that. Now I ain't no fool now. I know when it's time to get in and get out. You get what I'm saying? I know when my time I can go and I know when the time shit is hot.
Right.
So that's just my awareness, but that's something that ain't gonna never ever change.
And you ain't checking in with nobody, I'm assuming.
I'm not checking in because I don't feel like I have to check in. I'm not in that industry. I'm not in that lane where I have to check in with somebody. And I don't see nothing wrong with me popping into the land and be like, yo, Carlos, I'm here, champ. Like, yo, I'm just letting you know I'm in town. To me, that's just awareness.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying? I'm letting niggas know I'm here. I ain't checking in with you. I'm just letting you know I'm in your city. I'm in your town, checking in with you. You know? That's it.
Yeah. That's, hey, man.
I'm cool with that. Like, that's like if somebody come to be more,
Yeah.
right? I'm not asking for no check-in. Like, it's just more so of a respect that, like, yo, damn, let me check in with Melo real quick. Like, yo, Melo, I'm in your town, champ.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Anywhere to eat, anywhere to, like, that's more.
Well, there was, I feel like, just the conversation around check-ins and
Yeah,
cities.
but that's
two different ones.
That's
like,
that lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's that lifestyle. Like, that's that street shit when you got to check in.
Yeah.
You got to check in. That's something that y'all, that's street shit. I don't feel like I have to deal with that.
Nah.
And I was once that before. I was a part of all of that.
Comment y'all think that's dead or not. I definitely hope it is.
But I'm not checking in. There's no need
Childish
to
be
check
honest
in.
with you.
I'm a neutral guy. You get what
But
I'm
you
saying?
definitely respect.
I keep my
always.
crew and I keep my family
Where
and
you
my
at?
friends. I don't bring outsiders into that. You know what I mean? Like
And
people
I'm a
that
comedian. I ain't checking in either. Better check me out.
I disagree with the check-in situation. You know what I mean? I just think if you going somewhere to a city and it's you playing on bullshit, you on bullshit, then
Yeah.
You might have to check in.
you might have to check in.
Yeah.
But if you going to a city and you respecting that city, you ain't gotta check in.
You
That's
never
what
wanna
it's
be,
all about right there.
I never want to be
It's just about walking around with respect, just like I said.
a spot where I feel like it's you have to check it though. Like there's certain joints where it's like, all right, if you're traveling somewhere, I don't know who it is, but it's like, all right, if you're making some money here, I need to make sure that either I'm getting some of it or whatever the whole situation works out like. And there's been lots of talk about NBA players or like folks that are coming in town that when they get to a certain place, if they don't meet with a certain somebody, I don't know, like either the gig gets messed up or whatever the hell it is, man. Like there's been lots of talk about that recently.
You don't mind other people's business.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And when you really from that, you understand that.
Yep.
You stay out of people's business. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, you stay out of it. You keep moving.
That's definitely a main rule growing up in the hood. For real.
Do your thing. Hold your head up high. Keep moving. You don't butt into other people's business. I don't give a fuck what it is. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, I don't care about how hard you want to make an opinion, give an opinion. If it ain't got shit to do with you, stay out the way. Right? And that's what happens a lot of times today. And it's been happening. What happens. People always tell you, stay out of people's business, man. Stay out of grown folk business.
Mind the
That's
business
exactly
that pays
why they
you.
make sidewalks, man. The streets ain't for everybody.
Los, when you talking about AAU,
I
that
do be liking that line right there.
it's obviously Melo and,
That's why they made
and everything
sidewalk
that.
streets.
That's a
not
whole
for
nother
everybody.
Kinda
level,
with-
man.
yeah.
My son, he just starting his career with the basketball.
But still, it's like being the AAU pops is not for the faint of heart, man. Like
Absolutely
especially
not.
when you're traveling and all that type of stuff.
yeah,
So
because you got to really have your heart in this shit.
yeah.
You ain't never had to go by 32 Powerade. You ain't watch 16 basketball games in a row.
Yeah,
Gotta go find oranges and shit
Come
over
on,
there,
man.
bro.
You ain't never fed all. When the fuck you get this many players on the team? Man? Like them Saturdays be long as hell. Yeah, man. But my son, man, he out there, he doing his thing. I'll be proud of him. You see, I post every clip.
You see it. You see it, man. He's doing his thing.
He doing it. Oh, there you go right there.
There it is. Oh, hey.
Yeah, give him some.
Hey, he ain't messing around.
Give him some.
Nice guy ups for sure.
Give him some. Hey, you feel me?
You say he about to be like T. Morant and LeVar Ball, man.
I am. He gonna get us out the hood.
Are you loud on the sidelines? I mean, I could imagine what type of heckling folks have to deal with, but if they see you out there,
they can't do no heckling.
you don't get into it with nobody?
Nah.
Oh, come on.
Nah, man, because we doing something else.
Okay.
I be watching Melo and them. I just be chilling. I put my hoodie on and be in the back. I just be doing some little bullshit signs, make it look like we worked on something. Hey, run two. Me. I be doing that type of shit, man. But I don't want to do too much, though, because I want, focus on him.
Of course.
So I just be trying to keep it low, but I be excited as hell.
I mean, y'all both are super proud dads, man. Like, I know there's a little bit of restraint you got to practice when you see, my girl's only 3 years old. When she throws a little preschool hoop, I get super hyped. Like, I know y'all two, like, what type of restraint you got to pull?
Hey, man, enjoy that.
Yeah.
Because it's like one day they just go to bed and they just walk out and be big ass people.
Yeah.
Like they your babies when they go to bed, and then they just turn into big ass people. It's just like one day you look at them and they ain't kids no more. They big as hell. Like my son, he's 6'6". I don't know if he get any taller, I'm gonna have to help him find his real daddy.
I was about to ask when he dunked that. I was like, damn, I was thinking probably point guard or something like that. He's big, athletic 6'6" right there. Shoot.
I remember he was my little boy, and then he started looking down on me like, "What's up?" Now he taller than me. He be like, "What's up, little Bill?" That shit crazy, man.
Oh, man.
I love it. I love watching them, get to excel at something that I never even really, I never really played basketball. So to see him have his own skill set and really put his own work in, I'll be having him work with people and stuff like that, because it's like now he at a level that's like, okay, you might be really ready to go play on another level with this shit. I want to make sure that I use all my resources and everybody that I know to try to, groom the talent.
Right.
Your son, he following in your footsteps, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he got you though.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? What type of game do you give him that you wish somebody would have gave you?
It's a good question. For me, I tell
That is a dope question.
him, you have something that I never had, which is somebody who been through it already at every level of what you're trying to accomplish. So utilize me, you know what I mean? Don't shy away from me, because everybody else wants you to do your own thing and carve your own path out. Like, nah, that's the whole purpose of this. I worked so fucking hard to create this path. Nah, you gonna go right down this path, because a lot of the things are, the weeds is taken out of the path, because I had to go through and chop a bunch of them down in order to clear the path for you. So you utilize me as much as possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that means, because a lot of times our own kids be afraid to ask us questions. They don't, you know what I mean? They kids too at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They still shy. You know what I mean? They go through emotions. They still trying to figure themselves out. So don't be afraid to talk to me and utilize me. Ask me whatever question you want to ask me.
In that same instance, though, like,
I respect that.
talking about kids getting their own identity,
Yeah.
push back. Like, has there ever been moments where Kiyan is like not trying to follow your advice, not trying to listen to you? Be like,
nah,
I'm
he
gonna do my own
he
thing.
never was not trying to follow advice. It was just more like,
I want to do it this way.
I want to try to do it my way,
Uh,
right? And it's cool. Like, all right, cool. Like, go ahead.
in which instance,
Go-
if you don't mind me asking?
I'm just saying, Dad, I want to play in this tournament. Or I want to play with this team. I want to. Cool, go ahead. Like,
Okay.
go see it. I wanted him to experience with different coaches early on, and like
I like that he didn't have such a hand in like letting him choose and letting him go ahead and experience for himself. Because maybe he might know what he's talking about too. You know, you could both be right.
I want you. That's the proper development that you got to go through. Coaches not playing you. Coaches ain't thinking you good enough. You got to fight. Like that's development. You know what I mean? That's what we go through. That's boyhood. That's growth. So it's those moments where he started like, because now I'm letting you go do that. And a lot of questions, a lot of people are able to get to you. Man, you got to do it this way, and you ain't got to be like your dad, man. You ain't got to be. You got. So who the fuck they gonna tell you gonna be like?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. If there's anybody,
do it your way. What is your way? What is your way?
Yeah.
If you show me your way, cool. But what is your way?
Yeah.
So I sit back and laugh at that. I mean,
I feel like my peoples was definitely like that as I was growing up.
do it
for
different,
sure.
man. Don't do it like your dad. Why would you tell him to do it differently and go do it like somebody else, or recommend somebody else for him to do it when I'm sitting here? I'm living proof of everything that you could possibly go through when it comes to just life, when it comes to this game of basketball. You would be a fool to fight that.
Right. But there's that natural teenage urge to be like,
Yeah, but I respect that, and I respect that. I want you to go hear different opinions. I want you to go hear different things that people say you should be working on. I want you to. I want you to be social with that.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta let them take their own bumps too.
And when you ready, you gonna come back and say, okay, all
He
right,
was right.
He was right.
You right, and I'm not even you right. I'm ready. I'm ready. And
It's a
I
cheat code,
always
though,
told him
man.
that, like, just
Yeah.
come to me when you ready.
Yeah.
You gonna know
For sure.
when you ready.
It's a cheat code though.
That's in
Like-
life though.
Like you said, you got somebody who's already carved that path for you, and you can follow it if you want to, but
I try to do that with everybody. Though.
Yeah.
Like everybody. Like it's free game to me. It's free game. You get what I'm saying? People ask me how I did it. I ain't do nothing but got in my son's life. But I
it's
got
not rocket science.
It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
I spent time.
He for sure on that line talking about the example that he is though. Like that's Melo. You dig what I'm saying?
That I had an
that boy, yeah,
opportunity to
You got the perfect
put my feet
example.
down and get my claws on him and really help him develop step by step. So it was the work I was supposed to do. Like, that's my son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I appreciate the love and you know what I mean? But for people recognizing that, because that's hard to do. It's really hard to do,
Right,
really lock into your own kid, because you sacrificing a lot of other things too.
Right.
So it's hard to do.
Well, that was a big part of your choice to retire at the time you did, right? Just to be more
Yeah.
involved with Kiyan's development.
Yeah.
Right?
It was 20 years. Said I'm doing 20. 20. I'm saying I'm doing 20. I was 1 year shy from doing 20. I did 19. 19. The goal I always told him, when you get to high school, I'm retiring, no matter what's happening. My last year, his freshman year was my 19th year in LA. And he was like,
Y'all remember them Melo years, them last raining years, especially that man, them awful stint in LA. Like that was
like, nah, I want you to go play your last year. Like, go play with your bro. Go ahead. Y'all ain't gonna never get a chance to do this again.
Yeah.
He said that to me, so I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go do. It would have been 18,
Right.
right? So people were like, for me, I'm like, damn, I wanted to do 20. 20 sound different than 19, but then when I reflect back on it, it's like the 20th year that everybody wanted me to have for a quote unquote farewell tour.
That was a COVID year, right?
I got a chance to spend my farewell tour with him. Right? So now my 20th season is my farewell tour is with you every single day. Right? So now you receiving all the love and you receiving this energy that's
soaking all
surrounding
that up.
me.
That's what it's all about for sure.
Yeah.
Right? So now you understand.
Los
I
kind of
really
sitting
got
there
this.
like, all right, Melo,
I
I'm
can
ready
lock
to get
in. I
it
gotta
out too.
lock into this. Oh, my dad is
That's
just
crazy. That's funny.
he gave up this to focus on me. Nah, come on. And that's not something I expect him to understand right now.
But he will eventually.
Yeah, he get it. He get it. But to that degree, you don't have that hindsight.
Last high school game at the Jordan Brand Classic, Carlos, his son, is just really getting into, the AAU level and taking basketball serious. As a seasoned AAU dad, what's the best advice you'd give Carlos as far as
how old is he?
16.
So he is sophomore?
Yeah.
He in the South too. They a little older sophomores down there. You know what I mean? They operate differently. They operate differently in Georgia. They operate differently in Georgia.
Nah, he a real 16. He ain't 18 with
he
a
a real
backup
16.
birth certificate, man.
I would
16.
say, man, honestly, like it's some real shit that I'm, that try to understand the game in the industry, because it's a lot of bullshit that goes on in the industry.
Yeah.
And AAU, just that whole, it's a lot of bullshit. It's more and more bullshit that's coming into the game with money, NIL. You know what I'm saying? People who think people can say that they can get this, they can get that. Everything be looking good to niggas these days. So it's like at the end of the day, understanding the landscape of the game, right? And also understand where he fit in at. You know, where your son fit in at. Like, oh, dang, this is our lane right here. We're going to stick to this lane and rock with that. Because when you start moving around, it gets muddy.
Yeah.
It gets nasty.
Like moving around as far as like different organizations,
Different teams, cities, just playing with anybody, just, you know what I mean? That shit gets muddy.
Yeah, it's a whole lot going on. It's a whole
transfer
world.
portal in AAU.
Yeah,
Oh, man, come on.
During
And it's a whole lot faster. I mean, like the next game they switching.
The end of the game is, it's kids could be in the portal in AAU.
Yeah.
Right away.
That's crazy.
But that shit fun though. Like it is fun though. I know a lot of people talk about the negative shit about it. It's a lot of fun seeing these kids hoop and play, especially if you have a son that's, you know what I mean, that's hooping and playing. It makes the experience that much better.
Yeah, man. I just feel like basketball in general, especially high school basketball, just has a different level of sight right now. You know what I mean? Because of the NIL, because like,
Yeah, I definitely feel like that. Like you definitely knowing kids that's like even before high school, before they get to the league.
like there are
It's crazy.
kids out there who are
Like
making
there's definitely players in the league right
great
now.
money.
I follow
You know
their
what I mean?
whole
Just being
career.
like great high school basketball players. And I mean, I wouldn't know exactly what it's like, on your side, but I mean, as if you're playing at that time, it's got to be fun because you don't know anything else. You don't know what life was like before NIL, and you have to share.
It's a whole different game. It's like when you're looking at some really good young talented players, these games are exciting as hell.
Yeah.
'Cause they have, that's what makes it exciting. They figured out the sweet spot that they're gonna hit from. You know what I mean? They know how to keep the crowd involved because you're in a little gym. It's right there.
That's true. That's
So
true.
these games, they be busting 100 points and shit. So it's always interesting to go and
Shout out to Earl, Arkansas. Some of the best games I
watch
seen,
and
bro.
see.
I ain't gonna lie.
Just to be like, oh, you heard about him, right?
Memphis.
Oh,
Yeah.
that boy a dog. You know who his uncle is, right? Because it's like
I know
it's
I'm
so
up here in
many
DC,
little
home of the
backstories.
ballers.
Yeah.
DMV.
There's certain tournaments around the country, I promise you, is a lot more lit than college or NBA. Like Peace Jam is always crazy, and the EYBL is always nuts. There's tons of tournaments, man. So
Yeah.
let's switch subjects real quick. Carlos,
Now
not
you was
sure.
getting emotional. Look at the switch subject.
Yeah, my man.
We're talking about this shit, man. That's my little brother, man.
my fatherhood.
What's my daddy put me on the game, man? Damn.
My daddy. Yeah, man. He might have came to like 5 games in my life, but damn, maybe.
That's a lot when you consider
that's true.
I ain't had no games.
There you
So
go.
I,
Hey, so
You
the
see
kids,
what I'm saying? He
the
took
kids
his
watching,
5 games.
took 5 games a lot. Nigga, I've been praying for them 5 games.
So the kids watching right now, be grateful. You got great dads. You know what I mean? Over there. Carlos,
What's up?
switching subjects. Not sure if you heard, but Melo recently launched his official cannabis brand, Stay Mellow, as a consumer.
Ain't nobody
cannabis
told
myself.
me
It was-
nothing. I'm supposed to be
I
on
wasn't really hip.
influencer list,
Feel
Mello.
crazy.
Yeah, they go out.
Where
Yeah,
my
they
box, man?
They go out. Yeah, they go out. Just like your hat. Your hat coming
took
too.
a
Your
little
crown is
sample
coming.
this weekend. I must say, I must congratulate. It's a great product, fantastic product, stuff like a baby. But big shout out and congrats to you,
What made
Melo.
you do that? What made you get into the marijuana business?
Come on now.
You asked the question.
No.
Stay mellow, man. Y'all already
I'll
know,
follow it up
dog.
with that. But nah,
I
go
wanted
for
to
it.
know.
Nah, what? Why I wanted to get in?
Yeah.
I sat back. This is all honesty. I sat back for years and watched. Just aside from me loving it, like enjoying it. You know what I mean? Like that's what I grew up on. You know what I mean? Like the environment. That environment. I grew up in that environment with
Just
cannabis.
walk outside and smell.
With cannabis was just that was the thing. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when you growing up in that environment, and then you see people that you grown up with that get in trouble for that get arrested and do time, and it's like, damn, like this is all of this over this, right? So take aside my, the
I ain't gonna lie to you, that's real talk right there. When you come from where we come from and you seeing where like Tree is at now and seeing everybody that kind of had to be like sacrificed for it to get to this point, it's crazy, dog. So that's kind of like a real point to this point. I ain't gonna hold you.
racial part of it, that carries with you. And then it's like you get to the league and you bet not use it. You getting penalized more for that than you do for anything else at one point in time in the NBA. And it's like you don't really understand it, and so many people is fighting it,
racially
trying
motivated
to
thing for sure.
neglect it and say negative shit about it. But the science is saying everything. The data, this is where you use data,
Yeah.
right? This is where the analytics comes in that.
Or
Use the analytics in the right way.
yeah, you put Bud Light and all the beer sponsors all
Yeah,
over.
and then
NBA
it was
games.
like, I always wanted to figure out how to get into the industry,
Right.
but it was an illegal industry.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it just so happened at the time that I got to Portland, and it just sparked my interest even more because I was already doing the wine. And it was like, if I'm doing the wine, it's the same soil. It's the same shit. I might as well create my own strand. And then I'm like, nah, you know what? I don't want to do my own strand because everybody's doing their own strand.
Yep.
How can I really make it to where as though this is longevity? This is a brand. This is people feel safe when they, when they involved with the brand and they're affiliated with it. The messaging, the storytelling, but most importantly, the actual bud,
yeah.
right? The flower was very curated based off of analytics. You get what I'm saying? Off of what the people are actually out
Off the analytics.
there smoking in different markets. My Portland shit is totally
For
different
sure,
than
having first hand
the New
picks
York
and,
shit.
like,
New
Well,
York
it's
my
just the
black-
environment,
my-
right?
Maryland
my-
shit gonna be totally
Yeah.
different than New York
Strang
shit.
gonna go
Bring
crazy.
back that New York sour diesel.
You know,
Hey, if you know,
Bring
you
that
know.
back.
I ain't gonna hold you. If you know, you know.
you know, I know.
Yeah.
But like you asked me why I wanted to do it, I just think it's so much bandwidth in the industry as opposed to just a negative connotation.
Yeah, there was
about,
definitely a stigma about it for a while.
yeah, just a negative
you know?
stigma about cannabis, and it's like, nah, I use cannabis for healing. I use it for sleeping. I may not smoked it, but I used the bombs. I
Right.
use the tinctures. I use all of.
What's crazy when you be going to dispensaries, especially like more, I guess you could say like the higher end ones or whatever, you notice how many people actually consume cannabis, bruh, and smoke weed. It's crazy, dog.
Other products,
Like a black-
and it helped
like a black
me
man
be better,
drug,
help me
like, and
recover,
that's a
help me
problem.
sleep better, help me travel better, help me think better.
Yep.
Like, so when I get something that's giving me 2%, 2 to 4% on the get better side and
Yeah.
the greatness side, that I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not. We need that.
Yeah. I
I
think
know I sound like a real cannabis advocate right now,
Nah,
but
I mean,
it's real shit
it's
though,
real, though.
because everybody
Yeah.
want to fight it. Sports want to fight it. Teams want to fight it. Organizations want to fight it. It's like, nah.
They need to stop all this drug testing for the weed too, man.
I'd
Because
rather
if you
them
can
do
get
that.
high enough and still want to do your job, they should let you have that, mother.
That's real talk, bruh.
Of course. I think they should
Sha'Carri
give Michael
Richardson.
Phelps the extra medal. When he, you know what I mean? Like, not only did he win all those gold medals, but he did it while he was hot.
While
too.
he was high.
Like, that man got some animal lungs.
Yeah, and I'm
but-
not saying go out there and compete while you high.
I'm not either.
just saying.
I'm not either.
I'm just saying they gotta take the stigma off of it even more. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? That's coming from a high level. That's
Right.
coming from the governmental level, the federal level. Like they gotta take the stigma off of it. You can't say this state is legal and this state is not. Like you gotta take the stigma off of it. Everybody is people who sick in every city, every state.
people.
That's real talk, dog. I just recently had some issues in North Carolina. I'm from DC, so there's no issues with it. But I just had some issues in North Carolina, and it's like, dog, I
dying,
gotta
people who
get
need
that
help,
together
people who need
nationwide for
these,
sure.
you know, these cannabinoids that's out there that can actually help people get better and heal and live. So why keep fighting that industry? All because of the money. You know what I mean? It's a money game.
Did you take any inspiration from some of the athletes that got into the business, like the Al Harringtons,
Yeah. But I was with Al in Denver when he was first started. This is how long ago he was going. He was fighting the fight since mid-2000s.
He got some good weed, too.
You get what I'm saying? He was fighting the fight. So shout out to Al. Like, he was the one that we should sit in the locker room and we should talk about this. And he was active while he was playing. He was doing his job. And then off the court, he was active trying to figure like fight for the industry and fight for athletes too.
Yeah.
I know back then that was like
So it's
06,
good to see
07,
where-
so that was even
Where
probably
Al is at
earlier.
from those conversations in
that was
in
crazy
those
for
Denver
him. Al
locker
Harrington.
room. But the industry is why I didn't want to just do my own strand, because I wanted to bring people along with me too. Like, I'm very community oriented. Everything I do is community, from the cannabis to the wine to cigars to the life. Everything is community based.
Yeah.
With me. So when it came to the cannabis, I wanted to create this. I created an umbrella, an agency, a cannabis agency called Grand National. And underneath of this agency, we're allowed to bring, you know what I mean, young black and brown companies, independent small businesses who's actually putting the work in on the ground. We bringing them underneath of Grand National agency. So now Stay Mellow is just one product, one brand under the agency. We got Ben and Jerry's, you know, B3, who's underneath of that, who all the proceeds go to charity, and you know what I mean? It's dollar joints. You get what I'm saying? Then we have Loud, LOWD, that actually produced the flower for the whole age. So it's like we keep it in the cycle.
And we need the 85
and we're an
South
agency,
shit
you know what I'm
too.
saying? We're an agency, so we do
For sure, hook that up, Los.
marketing,
collab
we
ASAP.
design, we do campaigns, but we're a cannabis agency. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's why
I'm going over there.
come fuck with us, man.
Get that 85 South strand, man.
Fuck
son.
with us.
I just signed a 7-gram deal. No, but that do make
That's
sense for
hilarious as
athletes
hell.
to
A
get
7-gram
into
deal.
the cannabis game, though, because in the hood they name all the drugs after that.
That is true. Every great pack of weed I ever smoked was named after a great NBA player.
No, yeah, man.
Somebody-
Michael Vick. I think that was the one that jumped it off.
Gary Payton was had a crazy
Gary
run.
Payton.
You know?
Yeah, Sean Kemp.
Yeah.
Iverson,
Hell yeah,
Yeah, Iverson was straight
yeah.
too. for
Stay
sure.
Mellow Pack.
the Stay Mellow pack.
Hey, you gave me some Stay Mellow this week. I tried some.
I'm glad you said that, champ, because
Brother.
Talking like he's still on it.
somebody commented on my page and shit, whoever the fuck it was, they commented like, oh shit, another celebrity strand. I tried this was bullshit.
Oh, word?
Oh man,
I said, champ, you ain't never had this shit, boy. You ain't never tried this shit. Get the fuck out of here. You lying. My boy got
He
it.
said he
Get
ain't
the
got
fuck
it
outta
out.
here, man. This
That's
is
funny,
knockoff.
dog.
Yeah,
That's how
so,
you know, like you
try
can't
the real
trust the
shit,
internet,
champ.
dog.
Yeah.
You
That
know what
might
I mean?
have
We
been
got something for
bootleg.
everybody. The morning, during the day, and at night. Whatever mood you want to feel, that's what we got. It's a mindset, baby.
I'm fucking with
Triple threat.
Yes, sir.
I know I'm promoting my shit. I'm sorry.
Nah, man, it's a good product to promote.
We gonna get
I
off the
stand by it as a
Nah,
consumer.
Absolutely. we gonna give Kalo some product, man.
There you go.
But now I want to shout out and pay homage to R&B Money Pod. You know, they had Jermaine Dupri
Tank.
build. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Build a Voltron of his perfect.
That is a dope
R&B
podcast,
artist.
though.
And it was
If
fire.
you into R&B, y'all should check that out.
It was
The
dope.
R&B
You
and
know,
Money
who he
podcast.
had on there. But since we got an amazing comedian like yourself, I want to do the same thing here. Like, let's make a super comedian using these 4 traits, though. Who would you pick to create the comedian using presence, subject matter, voice, and acting?
Okay.
I ain't gonna hold you. This is a good one right here because it's like your ultimate like comedian for sure.
The presence.
Touching all like bases.
I only get to
Stand-up
pick, like, one
comedian.
pick.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's one for
on
each.
TV.
All
Like
right. The presence of Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Hart is
Light up
one
a
of the
room.
most captivating comedians. This is on another level. Like
Okay.
whatever we thought a superstar was, like it's like Eddie Murphy was the only shit that we can compare Kevin Hart to on the fame side.
Right, right.
So definitely the presence of Kevin Hart, because you will literally watch him do anything.
Yeah. Shout out to Kevin.
The subject matter of Dave Chappelle.
I knew he was gonna say
This is the
Dave.
perfect blend of like
Everything.
hood,
Dave go
humor,
everywhere for
current
sure.
events, everything.
Intelligence behind the jokes,
he's
too.
he's very
The
smart.
way he articulate.
With the voice of, I don't know. That's a hard one.
Bernie.
With the voice. What do you mean?
I mean, who
like
got
the
distinct-
actual
like a
sound
distinct
of
voice?
it?
The same
Yeah.
voice. Like when you hear that, you know that's it. That's on.
Like, I know Chris Rock's voice is really distinct.
Nah, that shit annoying. No disrespect.
Bernie
It's
Mac
just
or
like
like-
after a while, you just
Like Bernie Mac or Earthquake.
Okay.
nah, it's got to be smooth. Some shit you can listen to
Funny
for
as hell
hours.
with Chris
Maybe
Rock.
like,
What about Bernie Mac?
nah, it's not that. It's not that one because it's got to be. I'm saying like,
I just get him
'Cause
though,
it's
because he's talking
Bernie
about
Mac,
like
he got a different voice.
You want
He-
like something that'll be like kind of like long lasting, like something you wouldn't mind hearing for like a long period of time.
Yeah,
I
like
get
his
him. I get what you're
inflections
saying
be
for sure,
different.
though.
Yeah.
you got to have a smooth motherfucker like TK Kirkland.
Okay. Yeah, that's a
T
good
to the
one.
motherfucking K. That nigga, you can listen to that nigga talk shit about anything. Okay, like his voice
That's
make
real
his
talk.
delivery.
That's
like,
true. TK Kirkland,
super
that's
super
true.
cool. And the acting, Eddie Murphy,
Murphy,
is the
I was about to
greatest
say.
comedic actor of all time. So,
Easily.
so you
Easily.
got to do that.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so pretty much everything you've seen a comedian doing, like as far as acting, like Eddie Murphy has some kind of influence in that.
Okay.
I know my comedic history.
No, that's a fact.
I mean, like we said, we've had some incredible comedians
I'm
come
faking over
here.
here, like, damn.
But like, I love hearing the reverence everyone has for Eddie. Eddie's like comedians Jordan to everybody, or Kobe.
Right.
When we had
Eddie
athletes
Murphy
coming here,
is the GOAT, bro.
yeah.
The GOAT, bro. He made everybody enjoy Shrek. Like Shrek was already good, but with the
I
donkey,
was gonna say, without the donkey, are you really messing with Shrek?
That's
a good point.
Dr. Doolittle.
Nigga talking to birds and animals.
Come on, man.
Hey,
This is Cletus Clump.
Cletus Clump.
Cletus,
Axel
bro.
Foley, man.
Hey, Cletus.
Cletus.
It's Axel Foley. It's Prince Akeem.
Come on, man.
Like just
Nah, Eddie got him.
iconic roles. That's
man,
all, like,
we,
yeah.
bruh, Eddie
Like
Murphy
unforgettable
is
movies
funny
for sure,
as
roles.
hell, bruh.
And he's still like, if you get a chance to ever see him do an interview, do a podcast, or anything, he don't do a ton of
Anything.
podcasts, but he still got it. Like he's still,
Eddie would be acting for me.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I will also put acting. Like I will also put like Richard Pryor
Absolutely.
acting.
But see, he's so good. He don't even count no more.
Yeah, so,
It's
but I
like
gotta
on-
see. I
it's
can put him in
God
every
level.
category.
He's- there's
I
like
would
the God
put him
levels.
at.
God levels.
I would put him at acting.
Okay.
Put him
okay.
at acting.
Right.
I will put storytelling. I mean, nobody tells stories like Paul Mooney, champ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That's
nobody.
another God level right there, too.
See, like storytelling for me would be like Paul Mooney, and I would have to throw. This gonna fuck people up right here. This might fuck you up. George Carlin.
Oh yeah. I mean, come on.
I ain't gonna
George
hold
Collins
you.
is-
If, like being a comedic for some as myself, like George Carlin. he
Like,
one
I
of
would
the
have to
ones.
put him.
He's
I might throw him in the.
hilarious, dog.
You know what I mean? What was the other one?
Hilarious.
Topic story. What was the list?
The presence.
Presence. I'm going with Eddie. I gotta go with Eddie on presence. He just, you know what I mean, red level suit, black, like raw, delirious, like all of that. That presence, Eddie be floating when he walk around.
Yeah. This is time for America's #1 segment, Carlos. We love to wrap up each episode with a rousing round of America's #1 segment, Fuck With It or Fuck Out of Here. This is where we react to a trending
Yeah, I
topic.
like this.
The world of
Oh,
sports and
shit.
pop culture and decide.
Shit, this been a hard week, man.
It
There's a lot
has
of
been.
shit trending. I don't know what the fuck you about to ask me.
Man, you know, but we about to get into it right now. Carlos, 37 and under football, a tackle
Man.
football semi-pro
fuck?
league, has been going viral on social media We have a clip here showing some of the footage from that league.
I want to see it.
Let's get
37. I don't know how they say 37. They should just went 40.
Yeah, why is 37 the cutoff?
They should just went 40.
This shit ain't gonna.
Oh.
This shit ain't gonna never stop, dog. We know who ain't.
All right, do they got help? All
Bro,
right,
I
they
ain't
got
gonna
helmets.
hold you. Like, I get insurance and everything and living out your dreams, dog. But these the same niggas is getting up and working regular day jobs. I'm good, bro.
Brazil?
I'm good, Brody.
Oh, my
Oh, they ain't got no pads.
Oh, I fuck with this.
You back on that bullshit. I told y'all lefty. See, now y'all just get beside yourself, bro.
Hey, yo.
Ooh,
I'm with this.
man.
You over there talking about some here, bro. You know what it is. You know why I'm here, motherfucker. We don't know. We
Yeah, man, these old niggas is still active, man. They
I'm about
still
to
want
say
to
they
get
getting
active.
to it.
need to be at
Damn, they only 37
That's
and
what I'm
under.
saying.
the bar.
Shit, I'm 37. I'm like, I can get up in this.
Y'all see the captain difference?
Golly.
37, you always in
Oh, here run the back.
I have
They
never
probably
heard
out
of
this joint
This
getting
is
cracked,
fire, though.
dog.
I fuck with this. Oh,
I'm about
Oh,
to
the
say.
helmet went off.
this little motherfucker right here, he was dotting shit up, bro. He was. I don't know what they got going on, bro. I don't know.
This is hilarious, man.
Throwing shit up.
yo, shout out to whoever started this league right here. This
You
is
know
fire.
what? I need to start me a league.
37U league
40
is
and
crazy.
up. No tackle.
Straight
Wow.
two hand
No
touch.
tackle because the recovery too long.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Motherfucker,
The recovery long with these niggas right here, too.
Man, you fuck around and have a game on Sunday, you gonna be sore until next Sunday. Yeah, that's a young man sport. I'm fucking with it, but I know that recovery ain't no joke.
That's
and
why they
everybody
need
out
to,
there
that's
with-
why they need to stay mellow
They
back.
do too.
right. These niggas out there playing
That's
contact
cool cover
football with their work insurance.
Damn. Yeah,
Talking
they-
about love of the game, bro.
That's funny.
I fuck with that.
They work
You got a
insurance.
game and you got to work a 12-hour shift the next day.
Chasing sport dreams while pushing 40. You fuck with it or fuck out of
All
it.
right,
Which one
man,
is it?
I think you should play shit as long as you want to.
As long as your body work, man.
As
Stay
long
active.
as you want to, man. Shit.
That's real talk,
I'm
though.
42. I still do
You ain't
some-
out there with pads and helmets
I
on.
mean,
and
I
shit.
get out there maybe like twice a year.
Nah, you
I
gotta
throw the
commit. You
ball.
gotta commit.
No, hell no.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Do we
You
know
gotta-
how many weeks the season lasts? Like, with that age, it probably lasts like
6. 6 weeks. 2
A
weeks.
strong 6 weeks.
Man, 2 weeks.
They got a 3-month training camp and a
What the
6-week
bye
season.
week?
All the games is on the weekends except for 2 weeks because the 4th of July weekend, everybody playing Monday. It's Monday night football.
It's league day. That's league day. Cookouts and all that on July 4th.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're not playing a lot of
Oh,
games. You make
nah.
4 to 6. It's a
On
lot.
the grill, too.
When you 37.
I fuck with it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I fuck with it. That's smart.
Yeah.
Cause think about how many former athletes who maybe got out the game early, who still feel like athletically inclined. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like they want to still go out there and hoop and play basketball, football, and baseball, and that athleticism it might go down, it might dwindle a little bit, but your love for the game don't go.
Yeah,
They probably felt like
I feel that, y'all, but like they saying the recovery and just like I don't know, bro. Yeah, they really out there going hard, dog.
They got
It's
out the
like,
game
not
early,
even for no
too
guap.
early.
I don't know.
They probably play football
Well,
on
they
their
said for
block
the
and
love
all
of the
type
game.
of shit. Why not?
How often do you still get pickup games going?
Me?
You just working out or?
I'm just working out. Yeah,
Yeah, you
I'm
don't-
about to get going this summer though.
Hoodie Mellow. Bring them
40,
back.
40 and over.
A word? You about to join the
Remember
league?
this
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
hoodie?
yeah. You know what I mean? It's coming back this summer.
Or you hitting Dykeman? You hitting the
No,
men's league? What we
just
doing?
small runs.
Okay.
Nothing
Bring
major.
Hoodie Mellow back, bro.
Small runs.
That's
Bring-
what I came on here to tell you.
Bring
That's
Hoodie
my
Melo
message.
back.
Bring him back.
Yo, it used to be funny. They used to say Melo Hoodie never used to come off, dog.
Come on, bro.
No
I'm
matter how
coming.
much
Bring
he
him back. I
moved.
gotta get Kai right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I gotta get right. He gonna get me right.
Yeah, because he already talking about he going
You know, he can get me right. I told you 5 years.
5 years what?
I give him 5 years until he can,
Gotcha.
Till he
That'd be
take
about-
over.
hopefully God's willing, a couple years in the league by that time. But 5 years, I'll give you 5 years, champ.
Okay.
You got 5 years to do this. Or you
He's
ain't
on the
gonna,
right
you ain't gonna
path.
never see it.
Think he's on the right path, man.
You ain't gonna never see it. 5 years, or you ain't gonna never gonna see it.
I'm about to go home and tell my son we got work to do. Mellow, you doing Mellow and them doing?
Go slice him up
He
and
laid the
everything.
whole shit out for me, told. Listen to me. Come on.
Get you the blueprint,
Hey,
man.
you working? I'm gonna call him in 2 weeks. You need to have something to tell him.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, you sleep? I tell you who ain't sleep.
Kai ain't sleep.
I bet you he ain't
Tell
sleep.
you ain't sleep.
That's the worst thing you could do as a parent, bro.
Oh, man.
See? You see them over there? They working. I hate that. I hate that shit. I hated that shit.
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
It make
man.
you better. I don't give a fuck what they doing over there. Fuck them. They ain't nice anyway. Like you start saying all type of shit. You don't even know them guys. You don't even know them.
You just mad
That's
at them.
hilarious.
Man, who cares about them? Don't keep telling me about them. That's how shit go.
All right, guys. Muppets AI, the latest use of AI to make its rounds on social media. We've seen Mount Rushmore AIs. We've seen the action figure versions. And now we got these Muppet AI joints acting out movie scenes.
The
acting
funniest
out great
is
sports
I
scenes
seen
and
one
all
they
this.
did a Martin joint. That's
So
hilarious.
I know we got a clip. This AI stuff scares the hell out of me.
I love it.
You better embrace it.
What we got? Oh, I know.
I love it.
Oh, man.
Baby boy.
Nah, Jody.
Get your ass over here.
Jim Henson would not approve of this.
Get your ass over here.
No, that's.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's kind of just that. Just go to show you that you're never too
The
old.
internet and the
You don't grow
creativeness
out
of
of
the
that
world
shit.
is
That's
wild.
true.
You're never
dog.
too old. So this,
now we got
seeing
AI.
this for me, just remind me of childhood. And then it's like, as I grew up, I always wondered, like, what if they was a little hood? You know, they've been making little memes with the Elmo
Yup.
and all this shit for the longest. So just to see this, like, Bert and Ernie and Baby Boy,
That's going insane.
I'm ready. Somebody do the color purple. Where can I submit my suggestions?
Got to get on that chat GPT. It's very easy, man. Very easy.
I'll be on
Put
there.
them prompts in there, and they can make
man.
anything with that joint.
I would
be
love
asking
to, I would
Chat
love to
GPT
do the
some
color
wild
purple,
shit.
chat.
Yeah, man. Shout out
color-
Mike.
I
Mike
watched
put me
the whole
on.
I would
thing.
love to do the color purple. Like in that form right there, where you can just say
the
whatever the
whole
fuck you
movie.
want to say. Oh man.
Until you do right by me. That type of shit.
Like Harpo, you
black, you
bitch ass Harpo, you
can't open your mouth and talk to
Y'all bet, man. Comment if y'all seen the color purple too.
people.
you don't keep fucking with me, Harpo. You
Sugar
sucker ass nigga.
Believe it or not too many black people
Fuck
ever
with
seen
it
that
or
movie.
fuck out of here. We might as well let
Oh, the
AI
fuck,
make us
Harpo.
laugh before it destroys us all.
Might as well.
Might as
I
well.
like AI, especially when they take the rap songs and make the Motown version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
Dog,
love
that
Drake
be
caught
funny.
a lot of those during that beef when they did.
Oh, yeah.
The BBL jersey. That shit
Classic.
crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, man, get with it or get left.
Yeah, it's the future.
Get
we
left or
already
get
here.
right. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. We gotta find a way to use it for good though. We can't just fuck this technology off, making little Sesame Street characters. We need to be coming up with the cures and the answers and shit.
I mean, that's what
That's
I
real
thought
talk
the
too,
AI
though.
joint was all about. I was like, all right, we'll figure out cancer by the time we, you know what I mean, figure out this whole AI stuff, right? Like,
Every time they say AI, I be thinking Allen Iverson.
Hood nigga.
He should have trademarked
That's
this.
just
I
us,
hope he
bro.
did.
That's the same for
let's
me.
keep this going. Pete Davidson, shout out my guy Pete. He's in the process of removing all of his tattoos. He says he's only 30% done and has already spent $200,000 on removal. According to Pete, each tattoo requires 10 to 12 sessions, and it's, quote, pretty horrible. Given how many he has on his body, 200,000 already spent and 70% more to go. With
Do the
that
math.
said, fellas,
Do the math. Do the math.
That'd be about $1 million right there removing tattoos. I wonder how much he spent on the tattoos.
that's a lot
And
of
then
money.
how much
do
you
the
spent
math.
on
Okay.
putting
Do the
them on
math.
you
Come
and
on.
removing
The
them.
fraction, right? 70, 200. That's
My drug dealer math was saying right around 600,000-700,000.
I love it.
this is about close.
I love
close
it.
enough. Close enough.
I love
I'd
it.
say
I'm
it's
just
close to
checking.
a mil.
I was just eyeballing the work.
I'm just checking.
Well, he could have
I'm
saved a
trying to
whole
see how
lot of
sharp
money.
we all here, man.
If
That's
he
it.
would have just listened to me in the first fucking place when I told him don't do all that crazy ass shit.
Well, you know Pete, man. Y'all
Yeah, I
done
know
wilding
Pete.
out.
We started
Yeah.
out on wilding out.
Good brother.
He's a great brother, man. He's a hilarious dude. He's not a brother. He's Pete.
I mean,
Not a brother.
He's
He's
a
he's
brother.
Staten Island, man.
I want
You
to
know
fuck his
they go.
money up. He's like, oh, he's a brother. Like, now he canceled this shit. Nah, that's my dog, man. I remember I was around Pete when he was real young, and just to see him turn into a whole fucking rock star,
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. But I told him that this life was coming. Pete, back in the day, he didn't never think that it was gonna like. He used to be nervous as hell. Like, man, you think they're gonna like me? I'm like, man, once your people find out who
Once
you
your
are,
people find out.
No, because it's different. You just know how that shit be, bro. It's like
it's different.
you could be around us, and then if they like you,
Yeah,
they'll
different.
take you back.
Yeah, that's true. A lot
But
of
if
people.
they don't like you, they leave you over there.
I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
that's kind of what happened with Jim Carrey, right?
Nah, that's what's happening right now
Los,
with
man,
this.
Los be explaining it crazy, dog. Like that's really like white people in like our culture.
Other comedian
That's
that I
crazy.
know, but I ain't gonna say his name.
Oh, damn. I think I know who you talking
You
about.
know.
too.
That's a fact.
Yeah, but I'd say keep your money, Pete. That's the whole point of the tattoos.
Yeah.
And it ain't nothing that you doing in your life that you don't need them. So
And not for nothing, some of them tattoos that need to be there at all.
spend that
bro.
much money to get them shits took
That's
off.
what I'm
You
saying,
probably
bro.
gonna get some
Like, what's the point? Now, if you go back and get some more tattoos, dog.
anyway.
Them shits is going to my grave.
There you go.
This 410 tattoo gonna be hanging off. She gonna be lopsided, hanging off, changing
You got a
colors.
hood tattoo?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
No, I'm saying like a tattoo that's like kind of fucked up, but you ain't never gonna fix it.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Oh, okay. I feel like every black person got that one tattoo is kind of fucked up, but we ain't gonna really fix it.
I ain't gonna touch some of this shit.
Wait, which one?
It's
do you know?
nostalgic.
Oh, okay.
You know,
My cousin
I
got,
got
he had
project
got
builders
that.
on my shit. I got all type of shit. I
I
ain't
got this
touching
one
that.
cousin, he went and got In God We Trust, but he didn't read the shit right. They left the we out.
And God trust.
He had to go get so the we small.
The we little as hell in the middle.
It's just a little bit smaller than the rest of it.
Put a little arrow in between it.
Hell
We
nah,
on
dog.
top of the joint. God damn. Oh man. So I guess long story short, fuck with it or fuck out of here. Are you spending $200,000?
Nah,
Oh,
fuck
man.
out of
Fuck
here.
out of here.
Fuck
Nah,
out of
nah,
here.
fuck out of here. I'm not doing that.
I ain't doing that shit, bro. I just go get some more tattoos.
There you go. You get the good ones. Spend. You know, I mean, you making good money. You can spend them on good ones.
But I mean, he white though. That shit different. it might be fucking up his.
Yeah.
metal skin?
I'm just saying it might not hit the same on white
The ink,
skin.
the ink
like
fucking
that.
with the melanin a little different.
He might not fuck with that.
Nah.
You get up and the first thing you see every morning, fucking SpongeBob SquarePants. That's what happened when you get your tattoos too fast. You be committed to some bullshit.
You under the sea with Nemo, nigga.
They don't even fucking like
do this
clowns
shit.
like that. Man. You got all this crazy ass shit on your body. With 2 rotten tomatoes on your elbow and shit. That's stupid.
Nah, I feel him on that,
Shout
though,
out to
like,
Pete Davidson.
Shout out
Good-
Pete Davidson,
Yo, good
man.
luck, man, with the 200K.
definitely think before you get a tattoo, ladies and gentlemen.
Man,
Definitely
it's
think.
good
Try
luck.
to,
You got
man.
70% to go, man.
Joint
Good
is
luck,
painful too, man. Apparently, taking all them joints off.
Shout out to him, man. Yo, okay, man. We gonna wrap this up, man. I appreciate you coming through the hook.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all having me, man. This
You
couch
always
is
good
nice.
to come on this couch.
I definitely will be back.
Bring your crew, man. Bring the 85
I
boys,
will
man.
tell the crew to definitely
Definitely gotta
come
do
through
that
here. We
next
coming
time. That'll be
individually,
hard.
then we coming together.
Okay, all right.
Send everybody
individual
individual.
albums. All right, bet.
Yeah,
Bet.
need some mellow weed.
Okay. You need a paqueta.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm gonna need to borrow one of your coolers for. I got a couple more AAU seasons. Need that,
For
I
the
need
Powerade and all.
that, need that good cooler, the one with the fan on the front that blow out. It's the AC. Let me get that one. Hey, big salute to everything you got going on, man.
Yeah,
Hell of
bro.
a career. You definitely a legend, my nigga. We always appreciate you keeping it real hood and being a great representation, bro. You feel me? So thank y'all. for
Man,
having
respect.
this
Melo definitely
platform,
one of them
man.
ones, man.
And tell my boy Cat keep
style.
doing his thing, bro.
You already know. Back at you. Back
Yeah,
at
yeah.
you.
That's the next thing we doing. We going to all his games and talking shit.
And you too,
I know
man.
you gonna be there.
I'll be in there. I'm trying
Come on
to be
up.
at the
Come on,
Carry
man.
Dome first game, bro. I'm trying to support. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah. We'll be sitting there talking
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Hey, man, hey. You remember? you remember what? You remember, man. You remember that shit. But look at us now.
Look
That's
at
a
us
fact.
now.
T! What's up, fool? We hollering all across court. That's how we get down. They can't kick us out. We were Melo.
Yeah, of course.
They shouldn't have let us in here. They know we don't. Come on, it's us. Why you let us in here, bro? Hold up, Brian. Don't step right there. Don't step right there. Don't step right there. Look right here. We waiting on them to bring the nap. That type shit.
That's funny as hell, bro. Telling the
Oh
nigga to
man,
hold up.
Syracuse. The first game is gonna be nuts.
We
I
bringing the
already know.
vibe. We gonna bring the vibe. We
It's
gonna
gonna be
bring
a
the
good
vibe.
vibe up in Syracuse.
gonna be a
I
good
can't
vibe.
wait. But Los, again, thanks for coming through as always. Congrats on the tour. I know you hitting Atlantic City tonight. Got a couple other spots as well. Obviously, 85 South, incredible show. Can't wait to continue.
Club 85 South.
That's all the producers, man. I'm like Ron Burgundy sometimes. I just read what's
Absolutely,
that's my fault. But
this was dope.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, as always. This is 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. A Wave original presented by FanDuel. As always, subscribe to our YouTube and podcast channels. If you want to continue to support the show, if you want to see it grow, if you want to see it continue to be the best podcast out. No offense. Like, rate, review.
I was about to say, y'all don't even have a real fucking table yet.
We got crates and glass.
No,
man.
y'all can be the best podcast.
We do a whole nother thing over there. We do community research.
This is a show.
Go.
I like
I
that.
should a TV show, but it ain't on TV.
There it is. There it is.
But whatever we're coming up with the name, but it's really supposed to be on TV.
No, Club 85 South is right there. You can make that.
We staying away from clubs right now. I tell you this. That's a fact. We don't need no more clubs with nobody talking about nothing. We just let all that shit figure itself out right quick. Much love and support to everybody who needs some.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But as always, for Carlos Miller, for the Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony, my name is Kazim Famuyide. We catch y'all next
You
time with
always
the
be
hook,
trying
man.
to say your shit fast, bro. What you mean? Don't nobody
Get it
know
out
what the
the
fuck
way.
you
Yeah.
get money because
Get
you
it out
love
the way.
leave.
Try to get it out the way.
Man, what the fuck you saying? Stop saying that shit like everybody know what the fuck you saying,
That's
bro.
right.
You're not around enough Africans to catch what I'm saying,
Africans
bro.
don't even know what the fuck did he just say. What? Nah, say that shit.
Africans caught my shit, all right? For Kaz, Melo.
Nah, say that shit.
Famuyide? It's very easy to catch.
What? One more time.
Famuyide.
Famuyide.
Come on, man.
Famuyide.
Boy, Famuyide.
There you go.
They don't be wanting us to know that shit. You see how you try to say, hey, I'm from with Nah, nigga. Yeah. No, Cash for you slow ass American motherfuckers with no culture. Just made up a name.
That's why Kaz gets all this shit.
Nah,
man. It's
fam,
all
you
good,
ain't
bro.
talk your shit.
Thank you. I needed to hear that.
Yeah, man, don't never
Carlos.
shorten your name. Make them say your shit.
Hey, man.
Hey.
We'll catch y'all next time with the hook, y'all. Y'all be easy.
Yeah, you know all the Africans gonna be like, he is right.
Peace.
Hey, man, big shout out to the whole crew, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, man. This was hilarious. Big shout out to Melo. Big shout out to his son, Kiyan, too, man. Syracuse coming up just like his dad. We're going to see what he coming through, but you already know. 85 South, Carlos Miller. Make sure y'all liking and subscribing and following everything we have. Tours coming up this year, too, so make sure y'all follow on all platforms to get that information. Mickeyswave on all platforms. Golly Crown on all platforms. Go to gollycrown.com. Get you some merch. Like always, I appreciate y'all watching up to this point. Like I always say, like and subscribe, comment. Let's start some threads. You know, I would love to hear some of your favorite moments from this episode. I got some original streaming coming, some original content coming. I'm gonna have some more of these reaction videos getting knocked out. You already know I appreciate y'all. It's the Wave. I'm out. I see y'all in the next one.